Hey, just wanted to pop on here real quick for a short little video on my way to work, holding myself accountable to keep this simple because I can talk for hours. Seriously, I have so many things to talk about. And I've had a lot of different thoughts and ideas and things that have been coming up, and just moving through just life. You know, I feel like there's certain things that I have to do and things that I just do, and it's like the time that I have to do other things is not as much. You know, I wish I just had ultimate freedom to create and artistically express, and maybe one day I can and I will. Right now that's not the case, and so when I have my drives to work, I'm like, oh, this is my time. I can show up in a different way than just cleaning and taking care of the boys, and have some form of like relating, connecting, expressing, and just flowing in a moment. But I just wanted to just say and remind myself first and foremost, and you, whoever may be watching this, that just how important and powerful it is to do what? What can we do? Come on. So many different things, but first and foremost, breathing, the breath is number one thing. Second, maybe not second, but like these are all important things. Like, so we have our breath, slowing down, being able to listen and be receptive, and sense and observe and witness what is around and what is within, without necessarily projecting out the inner state. Because when we struggle with anxiety and there's anger and there's all these other these feelings that are there for a reason, they're valid, they're needed, oftentimes we will react or project or push out those things outside of us to get them out. And that can be good. It's good to definitely get things out. Also, sometimes we just need to sit with it. We just need to be with it. We need to observe it. We need to feel it. We need to sense it and to breathe through it. It doesn't need to be some extreme like purging of whatever it is. It can just be like a observation, and then just like give it space to exist without trying to deny it, reject it, repress it, label it as problematic or something that needs to be healed or gone or out or moved through. Like, maybe it just needs to exist and have your like acceptance of it, that this is a part of my experience, this is a part of where I'm at, what's around me, this is what it is right now, and finding that and breathing into it and sitting with it and just sitting with it and breathing into it and not denying that part of the expression, which is the human experience. It's part of your humanity. It's part of this reality is certain things that don't feel good, and it's important that we can create a tolerance or like a baseline for being able to like be with those things without automatically trying to change it, because then if we can become more comfortable with our own feelings, our own reality, whatever it may be, we'll have a lot more understanding of other people and how to navigate them and their things and whatever it is that we feel like we need to almost change or fix or make better. If you see someone you love struggling, they're angry, they're upset, they're frustrated, a lot of people will have an automatic like kind of knee-jerk response to want to make it better, to make them feel better, to make it to improve whatever it is, which comes from a good place. And it's makes sense that you would want to feel that, or that I would want to feel that. It's like we often even unconsciously take things personally, where it's like, oh, whoa, like you're in a bad mood, like I don't want to feel that, I don't want to see that, I don't want to experience that, and then we want to fix it, which actually, what that does? It just actually makes that person typically will make them more upset or frustrated because they're not allowed to have their own experience outside of what you want them to experience. And so we can do this to ourselves, we can do this to others, and it's counterintuitive, where it's it's intuitive on a level where it makes sense, but also it actually creates complications for how we're able to receive someone else in their authentic human expression of where they're at, and also for ourselves. So it first starts with ourselves, and then it will get projected out onto whatever is external. So the more that we can sit with our own uncomfortable feelings without trying to change or fix or divert or distract or whatever, and really just breathing into it. And there's plenty of ways to cope with feelings that, are part of processing it, but I do think just breathing into it, observing, witnessing, sensing until it passes it creates this threshold of tolerance of how we're able to navigate stress and conflict and these big feelings that can seem like too much sometimes. If we learn to not, take it so seriously. Well, yes, it's serious. There's serious things in life that come up, but if we're able to just, breathe into it, and in a way, play with whatever that energy is, become like a kid again. The child feels their big feelings, they get it all out, if they're allowed to, oftentimes, and this is why many of us have these problems, is our caregivers didn't allow us to express and release our feelings without being like, oh my God, it's too much, you need to chill. And so when that becomes a thing, that we do that to ourselves, and then we'll do that to others. But, kids intuitively know to just release the feelings, get it out, have that tantrum. And after that passes, it's over. That kid moves forward, they play, they question, they do their things, they experience life, and they get it out, But if that child is told, no, don't feel that, it gets, it goes in deeper into the body where they can't, it's just stuck in there. We got to let things out as they come, breathe into it, learn, nervous system regulation, and being able to just hold all these different parts of the human experience and expression and emotions and sensations and feelings and all these things, and just hold them like a baby. It's okay, the baby is screaming and crying. Are we going to be like, shut up, baby? Just put them in another room and let them cry it out by themselves? You could do that, but that's going to cause that baby some attachment issues and some problems later in life. So, I think it's best that we hold the baby and we soothe the baby and we just be with the crying baby, which is often our own feelings, and just be there for them, and just be there with it and breathe through it, because it's uncomfortable and it's not fun and it's not ideal and none of us want to do it. But, I think we kind of have to. So, or I guess we don't have to, but it would be better and preferred that we do. And it's a choice, right? It's we don't have to do anything. We have the free will and the ability to choose to do things. Some choices are going to set us up for the future a little more, and some are just short-term gratification, instant something that actually is setting us up for things later down that are not going to be favorable or fun or enjoyable. So it's do we, we have choices. And so, in every moment we can choose to be with what is, and find peace and presence and acceptance and breathe into it, or we can react from the nervous system being activated. It's fight, flight, or freeze, or fawn is another one that isn't talked about as much, but that's when it's just wanting to make everything better at the expense of yourself, in ways where it's you're hyper fixated on the other and solving and fixing and soothing, that we're neglecting our own needs and self. That's what I got right now. I haven't recorded a video that wasn't live in a while, and it feels good because I feel like I'm able to get into a flow without, when someone pops into the video, I feel like I need to explain what I'm talking about or go backwards a little bit. But when I'm just recording this, I'm able to, just get into a flow. So, thank you for listening. My glasses are very dirty. That's why I'm doing this. You probably could see that as what I'm doing, but okay. Thanks for listening. Thanks for, listening, being receptive. Yes, these are big things that we're doing. And, It's good to be aware of, the world outside of us, and it can help us be more attuned to the world within us when we can be present and sit with and really be with whatever is in front of us and within us. So, all right, I'm going to get my day started. Going to clean and freshen up some spaces and and then have some good quality playtime with the boys. So, oh man, I need. Oh, oh. Mm. Okay, well, um, you take care of yourself over there, please, and drink lots of water and breathe and move and keep it simple. Really, I mean, it can be complicated and also it can be really simple. So, yeah, you got this. Trust yourself. That's a really big one for me. I'm really learning how to trust myself, and in trusting ourselves, we are able to come to trust others and something bigger than people, and because trust is important in life, and it starts within. It starts with ourselves. So you're doing it. You got this, and until next time.